So Danny Ric is officially out of Formula 1, but was the writing on the wall as of late? After 257 race starts, 8 wins, 32 podiums and 3 poles, where has it all gone wrong? Danny Ric's performance has always been there, or has always been underlying, but has it really been a confidence issue that has stopped the man reaching the top levels of the sport? Danny Ric got his start in Formula 1 back in 2011 at HRT, backed by the Red Bull Young Driver programme. He moved into Scuderia Toro Rosso, where he began to stand out as a charismatic character and a potential for the top seat at Red Bull Racing. 2 strong campaigns at Toro Rosso and a retirement by Mark Webber led to Daniel Ricciardo being the successor for his fellow Aussie. 2014 saw him take on the reigning 4-time world champion Sebastian Vettel, a difficult task in itself. However, Mercedes and the genius of Mercedes HPP made it all the more difficult in the sport with the advantage they brought with their hybrid power unit. Nevertheless, he managed to be the only non-Mercedes driver to win that year. Not only 1 race, but 3. Collecting his first win in Canada and conquering in Hungary and Belgium. Alongside these 3 wins, he brought home 3rd in the Drivers' Championship. 2015 and 2016 saw Danny Ric fend off the Russian Daniel Kvyat. However, the arrival of Max Verstappen in the sister Red Bull after 4 races of the 2016 campaign saw the intensity within the team heat up dramatically. Notably, the 2018 season where the pair clashed in Baku. This relationship continued and was heavily strained until Daniel Ricciardo parted ways with Red Bull and headed for Renault at the end of the 2018 season. Danny Ric stated publicly, quote, "It was by far the toughest decision I've ever made in my racing career, but in 29 years living on this earth, it was actually one of the toughest life decisions I've made. I felt it was time now where it'd be good for me to move on and have a fresh start somewhere else. I think it will be healthy for me. So excited for what lies ahead with Renault." End quote. Renault only lasted 2 years and only helped Danny Ric secure 2 podiums. An underperforming car slowed Danny Ric's career and started to show cracks in his confidence. 2 years later at McLaren did much the same. An excellent win in Monza helped team spirits, but over 2 seasons, Lando Norris outperformed Danny Ric, and this may have really hurt his overall confidence. It could be seen in interviews and media that he was no longer the character he once was. It came as a shock to all when McLaren opted not to carry on working with Danny Ric, but a slump in performance was not the standard McLaren were looking for. Again, another huge blow to the confidence, and it meant he was without a drive in 2023. Luckily, or unluckily, depending on how you look at it, but Nick de Vries had a shocking first half of the 2023 season for AlphaTauri, and in a cruel twist he was at, and Danny Ric got the call-up. He completed 2 races, and then during practice clashed with his fellow Aussie Oscar Piastri and broke his wrist. Another setback to the career and another knock to his confidence. He had to sit out for 5 races, and in this time Liam Lawson took his place, scoring points and several 11th place finishes, even knocking Max Verstappen out of Q3 in Singapore, the only place Red Bull didn't win in 2023. 2024 has been a completely average year, leaving many people to question the appeal of Danny Ric as a driver for RB. 12 points scored and Liam Lawson breathing down his neck at every step. I think this constant pressure of race-by-race analysis has proved to be too much, and RB, alongside Red Bull, have made the heartbreaking decision to call time on Danny Ric. It's hard to believe Danny Ric has been around in the paddock for 14 years, but at 35, time may have defeated him. Young and aggressiveness is a strong attribute in Formula 1 today, and Danny Ric has become overall too placid for the sport today. The move to Renault and the slow drop-off in results and beatings from his teammates have taken the toll, and his cutthroat, late-breaking attitude is a thing of the past. It's a sad time, and the smiles may be less in the sport, but for now, Danny Ric is merely a media character in Formula 1.